So what's up? Welcome back to the Healing Kitchen with Kay. Today we're going to do something really quick and easy, which is going to be a SEAMOSS smoothie. So the ingredients are real simple. This is something real simple to make. Has a high mineral content, high omega-3 content. It's plant-based. It's all vegan, organic. And it just kind of gives you a lot of vitamins and minerals, and minerals, and just good stuff to get your day started. If you want to have a drink, there's something that you can take with you on the way to go. You can use it as an addition to meals. There's a couple of variations of this, but I'm just going to do the simplest one, the most easy one. Okay, we're going to start with about 2 cups of pure SEAMOSS, which need to be soaked for 15 minutes in warm water, and then thoroughly cleaned to make sure that you remove all of like the rocks and sand and dirt. We're going to boil that until you come out with a gel. So while that's boiling, we have the other ingredients. Cashew milk, which is just basically the base for everything. We have cocoa powder. You can use raw cacao if you have it. You can use chocolate syrup if you have it. And I'm going to be using hemp protein. Okay. So I'm going to put about 4 tablespoons of cacao powder. Yes, I'm going to use a spoon because this is messy. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want it to be sweeter, you can use chocolate syrup. If you have raw sugar, you have agave syrup, you have, I don't know, whatever you use for a sweetener, you can add that if you want to make it sweeter. Because this kind of has like a dry taste, and it's real powdery and nasty, so that's why I put the chocolate. But so the same, about 4 heaping teaspoons of this, because this is actually 3 level tablespoons for 1 serving, and this carafe gives us about 4 to 6. So I'm just gonna double it up and make it 4 heaping servings. What was that, 3? Okay. Then we're gonna fill with our SEAMOSS gel. Okay, for this part you kind of want to use a strainer. It doesn't have to be a big one, but it does have to be effective. You want one that has kind of small holes, not the large one like for spaghetti or something like that, because basically if the bits of SEAMOSS get into the smoothie, you're going to bite into them and it's like chewing gelatin, so it's kind of nasty. So we're just going to strain this into our mix. I usually try to do the SEAMOSS first. That way you can kind of gauge how much liquid is in there and how much you need for this drink. I'm sleepy. Okay, pardon the noise from my vent. I don't know why the air is making so much noise. But anyway, okay, when you're finished, right, you should have some clumps of the SEAMOSS gel, the actual SEAMOSS still inside of here, right? Save this because we're going to make something else with it in a minute. I'm going to show you. Okay, so now you can kind of gauge how much liquid you have, how much SEAMOSS you have, and you just want to add enough milk to even it out. Okay, now that you got that done, you just want to give it a little mix. So once you're done, you just want to kind of pour your glass. If you want to add more sweetener, feel free to do that and make it sweet to your own taste. I don't add too much extra stuff because I just try to keep it healthy, but you could add, like I said, raw sugar. Try not to use refined white sugar. You could use cane sugar, turbinado sugar, agave syrup, chocolate syrup. You can even use the processed Hershey's chocolate syrup because this is actually the cacao. This is like baking chocolate. The cacao, when it's in its raw form, is pretty good for your heart, blood circulation, some other stuff. The hemp protein is good for amino acids. Has like all of the 9 critical amino acids that are needed for, you know, proper cell formulation, hair, nails, all that stuff. SEAMOSS is good for your whole body and your thyroid in particular. If you have issues with hormone imbalance, it's good for that. It also, the body has 102 elements in it. SEAMOSS can help you to replenish 96 of those. So, you know, I figure like it's a pretty good thing. And it can be used for other stuff externally, which I'm about to show you. But that's all I can think of right now. And so here's just one more tip. You know, SEAMOSS, because it is a gel, when you put it in the refrigerator and you leave it in there, it's going to tend to want to coagulate and go back into a gelatinous form. So when you get ready to drink this on the go, what I would do is either, sometimes I add like an Ensure or a Nutriment or some type of a creamy base vitamin drink that would just add more vitamin content, more mineral content, and it would loosen it up a little bit. But basically you could just add more milk to it per serving, at, you know, the cashew milk per serving, and just kind of give it a good shake and keep it loose. But don't be afraid if you go in tomorrow and you open up the refrigerator and you look at it and it's like, looks like a thick mound of something. But this is also kind of the basis for SEAMOSS pudding, but we'll do that another day. Okay, so about the leftover SEAMOSS, right? So you still have your SEAMOSS that's left in the strainer, the pieces that were too big to slide through. You can reboil these if you want to and boil it down a little bit more, add more water, make more of a gel, but I like to use it for something else. So we're going to take the SEAMOSS, put it inside of a bowl. We're going to add turmeric powder. I used to use the whole like root turmeric, but like it takes too long to grind up and stuff. So you want to use about a teaspoon of that, and then you want to use about 2 capfuls of apple cider vinegar. Now, this is a great little ditty for your face. This is actually a face mask. And once you mix these ingredients, you can, I use a fork because it helps break up the rest of the SEAMOSS or whatever. So, when you get finished mixing it up, you should have kind of like a paste, like an orangey paste. Can you see that? This is good for your face. You put it on, leave it until it dries hard and crisp, and then wipe it off with a warm rag. But the apple cider vinegar is works as an astringent. The turmeric works to give color, actually, a hint of color, and it also increases the blood flow to the face. And the SEAMOSS, when applied topically, is an agent that increases collagen production. So instead of paying for all these expensive shots and stuff like that to keep your skin looking nice and glowy and young, you could just use this. So I use it all the time. See? And it'll dry kind of like an egg dries. And when it does, you just wipe it off. This mixture, once it's already mixed, can actually stay in your refrigerator for up to a year. And so every time you maybe make one of these smoothies or something with SEAMOSS and you have the leftover, you can just keep adding to it. And then you have a never-ending supply. Hope you enjoy. Peace.